Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Stag Voiceover. My name is Neil Glasgow. So in today's Before You Buy, I'm going to be covering Voices UK. So if this is your first Before You Buy, what I do is I give a review on various voiceover websites. I try to let you know what I think works well on the platforms, where I think they might be able to improve, but ultimately I don't give any negative reviews based on any experience that I've had or any experience anyone I know's had. Now, I'm not sponsored by Voices UK, I'm not affiliated with them in any way, I am a user of the platform, but that just gives me the insight that I hope to be able to pass on to you. So, with that in mind, let's kick things off. So, a little bit of background on Voices UK. They are a UK based voiceover platform, not associated, to the best of my knowledge, with voices.com, but they do have a Voices US. They've been going since about 2013. They are fairly new in the game, but are a pay to play website. So, my first up for Voices UK is actually they are a pay to play website, but they do it a little bit differently than some other websites out there. Now, their membership fees are £99, essentially, or I think it's £50 for 6 months and you can renew that twice. But the main thing that I enjoy with it, or rather the up that I want to give it, is you only ever pay that once. It's a non-recurring membership fee. And I quite like that. There's nothing wrong with being a new fish in the pond. I mean, as I say, they've been up since 2013, but comparatively to some of the other websites out there, they are still a little bit smaller. And they're pricing themselves at that level. And I think that's a good thing. Having a non-recurring membership fee, particularly if you're watching this video and, like a lot of people, you're new to voiceover and you're just starting out, you're very concerned about where you spend your money. Well, if you're on Voice123, where some of their memberships go up into the thousands, yeah, you're probably going to be more comfortable starting on a still professional website that's a little bit cheaper. So, yeah, I'll give that one an up. My next up for Voices UK is they actually invest in you as the voiceover artist heavily. So, they will give you £300. I'm going to talk about pounds rather than dollars because, hey, for once, it's in pounds. So for your £100 membership, you will be given access to £300 worth of industry discounts. Now, what this could be discounts on mic equipment, it could be discounts on vocal coaches, blogs, memberships to various things, that they actually are giving you, 10%, 20%, whatever it is, discounts on buying these things through their affiliation programs. And actually, when you're starting out, to be able to get those discounts, if you're already going to buy a lot of this equipment, yeah, I think that's quite a good thing. They don't have to do that, but they do. And they're investing in the people who use their platform. That's an up. I think that's a really good thing. My next up for the platform is they give you the agency, the autonomy, to charge really whatever you want to charge. Now, when their auditions come in, they don't tend to be the type of auditions that say, I need a male Scottish voice at this age. They're not that specific. They'll say they want a male, they'll let you know what the audition is aimed at and the style and everything, but they're fairly open to who applies and what they want to charge. The website tries to say, try and keep it to industry standard. If I'm charging £200 and you're charging £2,000, yeah. Or vice versa, I'm charging £200 and you're charging £25. Again, that doesn't stop you getting the job, and actually you could do that. There's no bad way to do that. But they say try and keep it to industry standard because that represents a quality standard, and also it represents parity across everyone who uses their platform. Now, the reality is if it's a 3-line read and you think, do you know what, £150 is okay, go ahead and do that. But as I say, they give you the autonomy to be able to do that. And actually, if you're a VAT-registered business, a VAT-registered business, what they will ask is that you include your VAT costs in your quote. Again, nothing wrong with doing that. Be conscious of, and I've checked this with them because I was a bit confused, regardless of what you put in, you'll get an error message asking you to then say that you're paying for your tax. That's a secondary thing after you've already submitted your quote. But the confusing thing is they will always say on there, please explain why you're 20% higher than other voice artists applying for this role. Now, that implies that you're being more expensive. It's not. 20% is the tax rate. So that's what they're actually talking about. It doesn't matter if you put in £100 or £1,000, it will be the same message. And they just want to be able to clarify to the client, you're charging this because you're VAT registered and your VAT is included in the price, just to be conscious of it. My next up is that the platform encourages you to optimize what they call your showcase. Now, on most of these websites, the clients will come to that website and they'll do a search and they will find you as the artist. What Voices UK is also doing is they are promoting your page on Google searches. So they ask you to essentially fill it with as much detail as they possibly can so that they can, hit the mic there, so that they can put that out into the market. So if someone searches for male Scottish voice, 35, whatever, then my details might pop up on that Google search through their platform. And that's a really good thing. The more exposure that you get on the internet, essentially, is really good for you. Not just hoping that someone comes across your profile, as a lot of these other websites do. I just think, again, that's investing in the people who are investing in them as a new platform. So yeah, I'll give that one an up. My next up is actually their support team, which I don't tend to normally do, but credit where credit is due. The support team with Voices UK, when you get a job through, they are on it. Really communicative. They go directly to the client and to yourself, make sure that everybody's on the same page, any revisions and everything that needs to get done. It's all very communicative. You know, if you need a little bit extra time or you're not quite sure on a thing, they're very hot on actually just making sure that the quality is right. And actually, once the quality is right and the client accepts that delivery, they pay fast. 24 hours, 48 hours, I think the longest maybe is a week, maybe 5 days. On other voiceover websites, I mean, I've been known to wait 8-9 weeks for payment. And actually, when you're first starting out and you're investing your money, and even when you're established, being paid quickly for the work that you've done and not having to chase and do all the invoicing and all that sort of stuff, that takes a job off of your already busy plate. And that they do it and they seem very happy to do it and it's very proactive on their behalf. Yeah, credit where it's due, that's an up. My last up is, again, just a little bit about how they operate as a business. Now, if a client goes through them and they then help select you as the voiceover artist, they will charge the client 10 to 20% of whatever the fee is. And again, that's good, charging the client, not you as the artist. If the client finds you on their platform and goes direct, they don't charge anything, which is good, I think. That again, it gives a sense of professionalism and quality around the platform. And that they essentially say, look, if we project manage this engagement, this project, then yeah, we'll charge you a little bit. But if you just go directly to our qualified professional talent, which you can do, we won't be involved. Good luck. Thanks very much for using our platform. again, that just feels like it's doing the right things. So, yeah, that's an up. And so we come to the downs. On a pay-to-play site, what I would hope on a pay-to-play site, for any site that I do pay for, is that the number of auditions that I could apply for is maybe a little bit more than I've experienced on Voices UK. I probably see 1 to 4 a week, give or take. 1 a week, maybe sometimes up to 4. Very rarely more than that. Now, I'll give that the 2020 pinch of salt. The industry is just what it is at the moment. But, yeah. My own hopes and expectations are that for my money, I would hope to see a little bit more on there. So I have to give that a down. And that's it. I looked. I struggled. I mean, even my last down. That's a nitpick. That's a personal. It's not an issue. It's just something I would like a bit more. But I looked and I tried to find something else that I thought was a down for Voices UK, and I kind of couldn't. They're doing it right. Voices UK was started by voice actors, voice artists, and I can only assume that they went, here's all the stuff that we don't like in the industry, and we're not going to do that. And then they built the platform. I can't say more than that. I genuinely like the platform. Would I recommend it? Yeah. I mean, you can do a 6-month membership for £50. You're probably spending more than that on other platforms regularly. That you spend it once, twice, or if you do the £50, and all the extras that they get in and the investment that they do, plus the jobs that come through. You quote whatever you want, and they support you and they turn it round and they pay quickly. I mean, are you getting what I'm sort of saying here? They're a good platform. The only thing that I can possibly critique is that I personally wish there were more auditions, because it's a good platform. And as they grow over the years, I'm no doubt that they will actually get to the goals of what I assume are rivaling the Voices.com and the Voices 123 and all the other big ones that are out there. But yeah, if you're in the UK, and I've got to imagine it's replicated for Voices US, have a crack, have a go, let me know what you think. If you've liked this video, leave me a like and subscribe. If you've got anything you'd like to comment about, leave me a comment down below. And remember, you can absolutely be a voiceover artist. I'll see you in the next video.